General Hospital writers reveal plans for Tristan Rogers and Leslie Charleson tribute episodes. Soap operas live and breathe through the legacies of their stars. In a genre that thrives on multi-generational storytelling, the actors who embody beloved characters become more than performers. They transform into fixtures of our own lives. General Hospital, television's longest-running daytime drama, is preparing to honor two such icons, Tristan Rogers, Robert Scorpio, and Leslie Charleson, Monica Quartermaine. In recently revealed plans from the GH writing team, tribute episodes for Rogers and Charleson are in the works, designed not merely as send-offs, but as sweeping celebrations of their characters, their careers, and their impact on Port Charles. What follows is a deep-dive exploration of the creative vision behind these tributes, how they'll play out on screen, the emotional reverberations for the canvas of characters, and the lasting legacy these two legends leave behind. When Tristan Rogers first appeared as Robert Scorpio in 1980, viewers were introduced to a suave, sharp-tongued Australian spy who instantly injected glamour, danger, and intrigue into Port Charles. Alongside Luke Spencer and Holly Sutton, Robert was part of one of daytime television's greatest eras, the fight against the Cassadines and the infamous Ice Princess storyline. Robert became more than a super spy. He became a cornerstone of GH. As police commissioner, father to Robin, and one of the most loyal friends Luke and Anna could ask for, Robert embodied the mix of adventure and heartfelt humanity that GH built its reputation on. The General Hospital writers reportedly want to craft a 3-episode arc that celebrates Robert's life, while also serving as a narrative bridge for the next generation of Port Charles heroes. Rather than a quiet fade-out, Robert's tribute will carry all the hallmarks of the espionage-filled stories that made him famous. Episode 1. The Last Mission. Robert receives word of one final WSB operation, an operation that harkens back to his earliest days as an agent. With a threat that traces back to the Cassadines, Robert knows he can't sit this one out. Anna, Laura, and Holly will all be drawn into the fray, setting the stage for a nostalgic yet fresh showdown. Episode 2. The Bonds That Bind. The middle installment shifts from action to heart. Robert sits with Robin for a soul-bearing conversation about the choices he's made, the people he's loved, and the regrets he carries. Expect poignant flashbacks, including moments with Anna, Holly, and his WSB comrades. This episode will also showcase Robert's irrepressible humor, offering levity amid the emotional weight. Episode 3. A Hero's Goodbye. The finale of Robert's arc won't necessarily kill him off. Writers are leaving the door open, but it will feature his symbolic exit. Perhaps Robert departs on a secret mission he knows he won't return from, or perhaps he chooses retirement in Australia with Holly. Whatever the choice, Port Charles gathers to celebrate his legacy, with Scorpio receiving a heartfelt send-off in the town he protected for decades. Writers are considering bringing back fan-favorite characters tied to Robert's past, including Mac, Felicia, Anna, and even a possible video call from Luke Spencer, in tribute form, given Tony Geary's retirement. Such appearances would cement Robert's importance across GH history. Few characters are as synonymous with General Hospital as Monica Quartermaine, a role Leslie Charleson made iconic beginning in 1977. Monica represented elegance, intelligence, and a deep emotional complexity that carried her through decades of storylines. From her torrid affairs with Rick Webber and Alan's constant battles with jealousy, to her powerful career as a cardiologist and her heartbreaking struggles with breast cancer, Monica's story mirrored the evolving role of women on television. Charleson's Monica was not only the matriarch of the Quartermaine family, but also a symbol of the hospital itself. Her sparring matches with Edward, her tender bond with Jason, and her resilience through countless Quartermaine disasters made Monica the heart and soul of the Q Mansion. For Monica, writers planned a sweeping 2-week arc culminating in a funeral that will bring nearly every character in Port Charles together. Unlike Robert's action-filled exit, Monica's tribute will be steeped in reflection, emotion, and the unbreakable ties of family. Week 1. The final chapter of Monica. In the lead-up to her passing, Monica will reportedly share one-on-one scenes with her loved ones. Expect heartfelt farewells with Ned, Brooklyn, Jason, Drew, and even a surprising reconciliation with Tracy. Each exchange will highlight different facets of Monica's character: her stubborn pride, her maternal wisdom, her fierce loyalty, and her unwavering commitment to the Quartermaine family. Week 2. A Quartermaine Goodbye. The funeral episode itself promises to rival Alan's in emotional impact. Fans can expect returns from legacy characters, including Dylan, possibly Skye, and a mention of Emily that will bring tears to longtime viewers. Tracy, of course, will have a central role, likely breaking down in a rare moment of vulnerability as she reflects on the sister-in-law she sparred with for decades. The tribute will also include classic flashbacks spanning Charleson's decades on the show. From Monica's first arrival in Port Charles, to her tempestuous marriage to Alan, to her battles with breast cancer, these moments will remind fans of the depth Charleson brought to the role. Both tribute arcs are reportedly being crafted with heavy input from the actors themselves. Tristan Rogers has expressed a desire for Robert's exit to feel adventurous rather than tragic, while Leslie Charleson, who retired quietly in real life, wanted Monica's farewell to focus on family and legacy rather than melodrama. For the GH writing team, these tributes represent a delicate balancing act. Nostalgia versus new storytelling. The tributes must honor the past without alienating newer viewers. Emotional closure versus open doors. Robert's arc leaves a door cracked open for future cameos, while Monica's is intended as a final farewell. Fan expectations versus production limits, scheduling returning actors, licensing flashbacks, and balancing the current storylines with tribute episodes all present challenges. Anna Devane must face life without Robert as her constant partner in espionage and friendship. Max Scorpio will struggle with losing his brother, possibly stepping up in a new way at the PCPD. Robin Scorpio Drake will carry forward her father's legacy, perhaps inspiring Emma to take an interest in law enforcement or medicine. Ned and Brooklyn inherit the mantle of keeping the Quartermaine family together, a task that will test them both. Jason Morgan, already torn between his mob life and his family ties, will be forced to reckon with Monica's death as a turning point. Tracy Quartermaine, always the iron backbone of the family, will finally let herself grieve. No soap tribute is complete without acknowledging the viewers. Fans of General Hospital have followed Robert and Monica for decades, watching them grow, falter, triumph, and endure. Social media will undoubtedly erupt with memories, video clips, and heartfelt farewells. In interviews, the writers have promised interactive fan engagement, possibly airing a behind-the-scenes special featuring cast memories of Rogers and Charleson. Such tributes connect the on-screen drama with the real-life emotion of losing two titans of daytime. Daytime television has always thrived on continuity. Characters pass through generations, and their stories shape the ones that follow. Honoring Robert Scorpio and Monica Quartermaine isn't just about saying goodbye to two beloved characters. It's about recognizing how these figures shaped the DNA of General Hospital. Robert's legacy is one of adventure, espionage, and loyalty. Monica's legacy is one of resilience, family, and the enduring heart of the hospital itself. By giving both icons sweeping tributes, GH acknowledges that its past is inseparable from its future. After these tributes, General Hospital will face the challenge of moving forward without two of its pillars. But in soap operas, endings are also beginnings. Expect Robert's departure to spark new spy storylines for Anna and a younger generation of WSB recruits. Monica's passing will likely ignite fresh Quartermaine drama over Yelku, inheritances, and family leadership. The planned tributes for Tristan Rogers and Leslie Charleson promise to be some of the most emotional episodes in General Hospital history. By weaving together nostalgia, heartfelt character moments, and narrative closure, the writers are preparing to honor not only two iconic characters, but also the actors whose dedication has kept Port Charles alive for decades. As the lights dim on Robert Scorpio's final mission and the Quartermaines gather one last time to toast Monica, fans will be reminded of why they've tuned in for generations: the heart, the history, and the humanity that only General Hospital can deliver.